What's up, guys? Welcome back. So in this one, this is the SCX24 TEXOMA SLAYER chassis. So this is pretty much a chassis that is custom printed by a company called TEXOMA RC. They are out of Texas, and gosh, I'm trying to I believe it's Josh is the guy's name. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Sorry if I bashed your name, dude. But anyways, he's been making some really cool products, man. He's been out for a little while, and you can find his product on Etsy. If you go on the internet and you type in TEXOMA RC, and the first thing that pops up under the Etsy website, that'll directly take you to his little page there, and you can scroll around and see the options that he has available for the SCX24 and TRX 4M. So yeah, this chassis in particular is specifically for the SCX24. I'm not exactly sure if he is still printing out the same particular chassis. I'm sure that he could if you message him and ask him about it. Say, hey man, I like the old Slayer chassis, I want to try it out. I'm sure he would have no issues on printing one out for you and getting one to you ASAP. So I'm pretty new to the whole design aspect of these chassis, and they're actually pretty sick, man. I gotta say, for something that's 3D printed, the material isn't too doesn't feel very cheap, and doesn't feel like it's so easy to break. However, it is still a fragile product, being that it is printed plastic. So you try to limit yourself on the flip overs and the hard knocks and bangs and things like that, but replacement parts are easy to come by. All you have to do is hit that guy up, and I'm sure he'll print you out something else. So a little bit about it. I pretty much got this thing as a project. It had no transmitter, or no, I'm sorry, it had everything pretty much ready to run. It just needed a servo and a battery. I'm sorry, I take that back. So what I have done is gone through the graveyard of parts that I had laying around and decided to tinker and see what we can't come up with, and lo and behold, I ended up just getting a servo and some deadbolt, the deadbolt rear links, and put them up front. For the rear end, it is a Gladiator lower and a deadbolt upper rear. So rear links in the rear links in the front. Deadbolt rears in the front, deadbolt and Gladiators in the rear. A little bit of a confusion there, but if you need an idea of the measurement of the links, so the lower bottom is 78 mil, the top is 69 in the front, the lower is 69, and the upper is 61 and a half. So there's your link reference if you're curious. We have a stock transmission in here. We have the Furitech Mini Komodo system, brushless, Lizard Pro ESC. We have the 900 mAh 2S battery, NSD-RC RS100 micro servo with a stock servo horn, because they were out of stock, and I've been trying to find some aftermarket ones, and I'm in the process of ordering those. So not that the plastic ones are bad, man. They've been holding up. They just don't really hold up to abuse too well. So if you take a few knocks and dings and scratches, it won't be long before it just totally gives up on you. So as you can see on the front end here, he also, TEXOMA RC also has the steering link, and they have the servo mount and upper link mount, whatever that piece is called. I'm not too sure on its name, but yeah, it comes with all that. The chassis that I picked up, the secondhand one, didn't have some of those things. It didn't have the steering link, didn't have the servo mount deal, but nonetheless, I'm sure I will be okay with the type of setup that I'm going to do on it. We have the Endura 1.3 Klingon tires in the front with the 1.3 inserts. They're the green, so they're a little stiffer than the yellows. We also have the 63 gram brass Endura 1.3 wheels in the front. And then on the rear, these are your 68 millimeter DJ crawler pins. And these tires, everybody knows that rocks them, man. They put in work. These have the yellow inserts, so they're a little softer in the rear. and then just some 1.0 B-locks. Other than that, as far as the transmitter receiver, I took that out of a stock MST RMX 2.5. Something that I had laying around. I was like, yeah, it'll work. It's something that I needed in order to finish this project out to get it rolling, and worked out great and convenient. So I'll show you guys just a little. The axles are actually stock. They just have some brass upgrades here and there, a little metal upgrade. The rear drive shaft is a stock plastic, and the front is a metal drive shaft. Little skid plates on them, a little bit of brass here and there, brass knuckles on the front, stock axle, steering link, just a little here and there. It's not much. Let's show you guys a little demonstration of what you can do.